Hello viewers, in this video I'm going to cover the fastest ever lap our BMW M4 GT4 has done around the Nurburgring Nordschliefe. This was done by my good teammate Manuel Metzger. Okay, so we begin the lap here just on the entry onto the main straight at the beginning of the Grand Prix section. So as I say, this is our BMW M4 GT4. The driver is Manuel Metzger. He is the 2016 GT3 overall winner of the Nurburgring N24, and he's on our team. He's a very fast driver, and this is the fastest ever lap we have done in this car. So obviously through the Grand Prix section, the car in front is a Porsche Cup car, also a Black Falcon car incidentally. Should be a lot quicker than us, so it should be a car that should ideally, theoretically, pull off into the distance. Using plenty of the track on the exit of there of turn 4. We are going to turn right here into the sprint cut through. Difficult corner to get right, this one. You have to be really patient and then get out on the power as early as possible without causing too much wheel spin. Now the dashboard is blurred. This is a request by the team to protect some data. So there's a bunch of data that is showed on that screen regarding the setup of the car and that kind of thing. So that is by request of Black Falcon. So it's been a really solid lap so far. It's not easy to get a clear lap around the Nürburgring. If you time it dead right, sometimes you can get a relatively clear lap where you're only really going past 2 or 3 cars. You can see a car going to the right hand side there. That's going back to restart a lap. Manny's of course turning left onto the Nordschleife. Here we go, Sabine Schmidt's curve, first corner of the Nordschleife as we head downhill. That Porsche Cup car has disappeared into the distance. This corner here, slight lift off the power, not 100% off the power. Keep stability on the car. If you lift off the power too much or 100%, it unsettles the car. We are though coming up to a slower car here, one of the older generation Porsche Cup cars. He's going to have to overtake up the inside here, so off the optimal line, maybe losing a little bit of time there. Ideally, of course, you don't want to be losing too much time in traffic, but that wasn't too bad. Now, coming up in towards Flugplatz, easily over 200 kph through here, or at least on the entry, and Manny keeping the speed up really well. And this is something Manny does really, really well, and I've been learning a lot from him this year. He is super smooth, really good with his inputs, doesn't overbrake, doesn't brake too much, releases the brake really nicely. You just notice throughout his lap that he is so smooth, really, really good with the inputs, doesn't hustle the car too much, just really believes in it and drives it so well. So a really good clear lap so far. Obviously just that one Porsche Cup car just slowing us down slightly, but nothing too bad. We've got another car here with the foxhole section, and not an ideal place to catch someone here for a sequence of corners. Adenauer forced this bit, so not really anywhere to go here. We're just going to have to overpower them on the exit. The BMW M4 is really quick in a straight line, and you see they easily go through, losing a little bit of time there. I'd say total time lost so far, maybe 1 second, 1.5. Nothing crazy. But now, bit of clear air once again. And it's been a really clear lap overall. It's been a good lap, I would say. It's really honestly not easy to have a clear lap in qualifying. Normally have about an hour and a half to qualify to set a lap. Obviously lap times vary from class to class. Our car has progressed throughout the year, has got quicker and quicker. We've begun the season around about the 850 kind of mark, getting down to 840s, 830s for Manny, and we'll see this one will be quicker than an 830. My personal best is like an 839, so I'm quite a way off of Manny, personal best wise. But I have got quite close depending on the session. But Manny's definitely the fastest driver in our team, there's no question about that. So heading up here towards Bergwerk, this is a really crucial corner. This right-hander about to come up. Through the left, flat out easily on the brake, release the brake. It's really important how you release your brake pedal and roll the speed through the corner and get on the power, because you're flat out here for a good 20-30 seconds up the hill, and so any time lost down there is going to carry all the way up this hill. And fortunately, not meeting any traffic. This car is, as I said, super fast in a straight line. By this point here, or before we get to Mutt Curve, the fast left coming up, we're looking towards 250 kph. I would have thought about that. Through the apex there, if you hold it right, you can go through there above 200 kph. Not easy to do though. You really do have to commit early on the entry. Into Style Strecker, getting the car in at apex, holding it nicely, actually quite narrow on the exit. Yes, good drive towards the carousel. And we're going to drop in, obviously with the Bilstein suspension, performing nicely through here, drops in quite late. Then get back on the power in third gear up to fourth, and then fifth. You rarely use sixth gear in this car, except for the long dotting at her. As we head up the hill, power act, and of course this is the amazing section of the circuit, which is really fast and fearsome, committing loads of speed in through here, running the curb over there. Nice compliance in the car. Car feels good through there, to be honest. And this part of the track is easily my favourite. Another bit of traffic coming up. Manny's been absolutely on it so far. Just a really connected lap, really hooked up nicely, and it feels good when you're on a lap. You know you're on a good lap, and I'm sure Manny knows that right now. It looks like we've got a 330i coming up here. This is the car we were driving in 2023, or the equivalent. Car indicates to the right hand side. That's kind of perfect, doesn't slow us down at all. That's the ideal scenario right there. Didn't lose any time. Off the jump into Plant's Garden, carrying the speed nicely. You should be able to go flat out from here all the way to Trans. Down the hill, this is probably the scariest part of the track in my opinion. You see a bit of correction there. You can do that flat out. You have to be really committed and brave, and I think that's quite an underrated section of the track in terms of how scary it is. You would normally think of other corners like Flugplatz or Schwedenkreuz. Into the mini carousel, get in there nice and early, and then carry the power through. Galgenkopf now coming up. Obviously again a crucial corner as it leads out onto the long straight. Carry the speed for the first bit, and then aim for the apex, which you can barely see. The camera angle isn't quite the same as what you see in the car from the helmet, but that was a very good exit, very committed. Now of course down this back straight, our car is one of the quickest in a straight line. We sometimes trouble the GT3s. Two cars I would say are quicker for sure, but we can reach approaching 300 kph. I've never quite hit 300, but certainly above 280 on this section here as we go under the Bilstein Bridge. It's been a great lap, absolutely amazing. So as we head downhill, we're going to increase the speed slightly. This left, you can take flat, start lifting through the right, and then hard on the brakes. Over the curb, commit early over that curb to really carry the speed. You're going to hear Manny celebrate here in German. No surprise, as he goes over the line, the lap time will flash up a couple of seconds later, and then he's going to celebrate. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he's saying, but you just know that that was a hooked up lap. 8:26, easily the fastest lap that car has ever done, or our car has done. Really good lap. It was absolutely amazing. I don't think he expected to be quite that far below an 8:30. Even, you know, getting below 8:30 at all was kind of a surprise. So now he's completed the lap. That was easily pole position. This is NLS 4, by the way, for the race at the beginning of August. A really good lap there. Just absolutely hooked up, planted, minimal traffic to worry about. Maybe 3 cars, or 2 cars I would say affected the lap. A third car that didn't really affect the lap. So there's a lot to learn, I think, from this lap. Manny drove so spectacularly there, and myself, I've been watching this lap quite a lot to try to like pinpoint exactly you know, what he's doing. And I think the main things for me, the main takeaways for me, is always just braking technique. and the way that he rolls speed through corners, he is so good at that. So into the pit lane he comes. He's going to have a nice little moment here with Alessandro, who is our head mechanic. You see, big celebration. They knew that that was a mega lap, and I think we all did. We all saw it on the board and thought, oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. A nice little moment there between Manny and the mechanic. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this one, guys. If you have any more requests for other videos like this, then please do let me know, and I'll try to get them uploaded. Get yourself subbed to this channel. More Super GT, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.